to make your vision board. I'm so glad that vision boards are like trending all over social media right now. I've been making vision boards since I was like 16 and I'm now 23, and I'm just like such an advocate for making them. So these are the vision boards I've made. It's kind of, I don't know, it's like weird for me to think of like posting the vision boards because I literally used to hide my vision boards when people would come over because I felt like it was like kind of nerdy, felt so personal for me, for other people to see things that like are very near and dear to my heart. As you can see, the vision boards from before were like pretty basic and really simple, but I honestly found them to be really effective. If you're someone like me who's a big overthinker, it's nice to have something physical that you can see to keep you grounded and remind you of what your goals are, what your principles are, who you are as a person, and like who you want to become, especially as someone who's so affected by their environment. So my vision boards just help remind me like who Lauren is, who Lauren wants to be, and what Lauren is striving for. Okay, so before we get into the process of how you're gonna make the vision board, let's talk about just the basics and the foundation of things that you can do to take those steps before you actually make it. I suggest using it as intention or inspiration or reminders for the principles or the ways that you want to use your life. Or as I'm editing this, I'm just thinking of a more clear way that I could phrase what I'm trying to say. Your vision board for 2024 sets your intention and reminds you of the things that you want at the forefront of your mind throughout the year. And whether it's goals or a certain mindset that you want to have or certain type of energy that you're going for or how you want to spend most of your time, things that you want to learn how to do, etc. So use it as a way to set intention for what you want to focus on. Here are some questions that you can ask yourself. One really big question that I think is important to consider: are you more motivated by pictures or are you more motivated by words? I like being able to have phrases and mantras that I can read and like say to myself. It should make you feel excited and it should make you feel motivated. So once you've done a little bit of that background work, the next thing to do is scroll on Pinterest or TikTok. Like those things are going to be your best friend. Pinterest, especially for me, has just always been my go-to place to find all of my like motivational quotes or mantras or pictures because there's just like so much. So you can type in anything that you're interested in. I think I typed in like random stuff. Like, you can type in baddie affirmations, you can type in social media, that girl, stuff about finances, and then just scroll through, and then as you look through things you'll find different ideas and you can click on a picture that resonates, and then it always gives you like suggested stuff underneath that as well. TikTok I thought was really helpful too, just to get ideas of seeing how other people are doing it and seeing what other people are posting. It may spark something in you that you can then go look onto Pinterest for. And also just patting myself on the back for sharing this, because I've just been so passionate about it for so long and I never knew that it was something that I could share. Also just felt really weird about sharing things that are so personal to me, but I just know how many people like this can help and how many other people are also interested in this, and so many other people also make vision boards, which I never really knew because I never knew anyone else that did it. So yeah, the rest of the video is going to be the process of me making the vision board. Let's get on with the video. Another thing I want to mention, something that I always put on my college vision boards, were any letters or like birthday cards from my best friends or from my family members that made me feel really loved. So if you're in college or you're going through just like a rough time or something in your life and you know that you could use those pick-me-ups, I would definitely suggest putting like cards or notes or anything like that also onto your vision board. So I just finished, I made 171 pins. So now I need to go through and screenshot exactly which ones I want on my vision board, and basically what I'm using to decide that, oh my god, the sun, is whichever pictures, quotes, videos, whatever make me feel motivated and make me feel excited for the year. Currently in Staples, I just picked up all the pictures from CVS and now I'm looking for like push pins and I needed new scissors. And I'm trying to decide if I should just put it on a poster board and like glue everything instead of putting on a cork board like I have one of these. But then with this, like when I'm ready to make a new one, I have to take everything off. So now I'm like, should I just get something and then glue it on like a poster board? I hit record. Oh, way you touch me. Don't it be us? Okay. Okay, so I just came from the store getting everything I needed. I'm completely switching gears. My past vision boards have always been on like bulletin cork boards, and I just stick pins in them, and then when I'm ready to make a new one, I'll take it out. But I'm thinking that I actually instead might just use a foam board and then glue the pictures on there, because what I'm realizing is that if I could just have the physical board and then just get a new board every year instead of having to take it down and not really having much of a memory of past vision boards, I like that a lot better. So I decided that literally last minute in the middle of Staples. And then I went to CVS. I started off with almost 200 photos from Pinterest that I screenshotted, and I was like, okay, well, I can't do that many. I brought it down to about 80 something. Am I putting 80 pictures on here? Probably not. So I just went through and organized some of them. There's a few that like cut off really weird. This one is supposed to have like words on the bottom, but obviously there's none. Like this one's supposed to say soft life, but it obviously says oft life. Lucky girl syndrome, like it got cut off. So these were easy to just get rid of. And then I just tried to like kind of organize the ones that are somewhat similar. I have a few quotes that I really like that talks about authenticity. Like, do I need all three? Or like stuff that represents content creation. I literally have like 4 of them. So I'm like, do I really need all 4 of these? I have a couple of people who I follow that like motivate me. So like Morgan Rose and Justine Joy. I have a couple dance photos, food prep photos. So I gave myself so many options. So I think it's gonna take a fat minute for me to figure out what I wanna do. I don't think I'm gonna finish this today because I literally have to start getting ready for work in like 20 minutes, and I thought I was gonna be able to finish it today, but I think I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. This is the mess that I've made, but this is the final board that we're going with. I'm about to glue everything down, and then here's all of that. Here, let me set the camera down. It took me a minute to figure out exactly what I wanted to do, so I'm gonna glue it all. I'm just hoping that I really don't want to have any white spaces. That's what I'm trying to make sure I do, because I don't like the way the white looks on the background, especially because I have so many pictures that have that white and like black lettering. I just watched another video and these girls they like put Mod Podge over it, and I think that honestly it might be a really good idea, especially because the whole point of me putting it on this board versus the bulletin board that I showed before that I normally do is I want to be able to preserve it. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it though. Like, how do I take it all off and redo it? I guess I should start with these on the bottom. Okay. I might X-Acto knife all of this actually. Okay, this is the last day I'm working on this. I started this Saturday, I think, is when I picked the pictures, and today is Wednesday, and I need to get this done. So I started gluing some of it yesterday. The problem is I'm doing all this like before work, and then after work I don't want to do anything. What I did is I took a picture of the board and like what's on top of each thing, and I've been like unlayering it basically, and then I go to the bottom picture and I use a pen to like outline the corners, put glue on it, and then put it back in the same spot. Before I thought I was gonna like X-Acto knife everything, because I didn't realize that I could still paste the pictures onto each other. I didn't think the glossy pictures would stick to one another, but they actually stick to each other fine. And I think it looks better when they're like layered versus me trying to cut this perfect straight line that I am not cutting perfectly, and it ends up looking jank. So I've been doing on top of each other.
I shine so bright, you might go blind, blind, blind. When I walk through, they close their blinds. I'm gonna show off, I know it's time.
Hey, yay, finally. I still have like these parts on the top that I'm gonna cut, but I'm so happy with it, and a little bit on the bottom. But I'm gonna let it sit for a day, and then anything that's still sticking up, I'll paste more, cut some pieces at the top. Then I think I'm gonna put, I hope I'm in frame. Then I think I'm gonna put Mod Podge over it. The way I was inhaling that rubber cement glue is ridiculous. That could not be okay for my lungs. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope this motivated. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope this motivated you to make your board. And I would say I want to see your boards, but I don't really know how to see it. Maybe through like TikTok. I don't know. But if you end up making one, definitely let me know. And yeah.